Hello, dear students. I would like to welcome all on the online platform of KT Arts, BH Commerce, and EM Science, uh, that is KTHM College, Nasi. I am Ashitam Professor YK Chaudhary from Department of Commerce. So today we are going to deal with correlation and regression in subject business mathematics and statistics. I hope that you all are safe and secure during this COVID-19 pandemic situation. My dear students, in this video, we are going to take and discuss of the new chapter, that is correlation and regression. So in this video lecture, we will discuss about the definition of correlation, types of correlation, and the importance of correlation, and as well as the concept of correlation of coefficient. So first, I would like to see here the definition of correlation. So according to Ferguson, correlation is a concern with describing the degree of relation uh, two variables. It's according to the Ferguson, correlation is a concern with describing the degree of relation. Degree of relation. The word here, the important here, the degree of relation between two variables, that is two attributes or two variables. This definition um, made by the according to the Ferguson. Now the second is according to the Guilford, the coefficient of correlation. A coefficient of correlation is a single number. A coefficient of correlation is a single number that tell us to what extent two things are related. This is a very proper definition as compared the Ferguson. A coefficient of correlation is a single number that tell us to what extent two things are related, to what extent variation in one go with variations in the other. This is the Guilford definition about the correlation. And the third one is the according to the Lathrop. Lathrop says that correlation is a joint relationship between two variables. It is a very simple and easy definition defined from the Lathrop. Correlation is a joint relationship between two variables or two attributes or two number series. That is a correlation. After studying the definition uh, for correlation, now I would like to clear about the types of correlation. So first type is here positive correlation. So a positive correlation exists when two variables move in the same direction as one another. A basic example of positive correlation is height and weight. Taller people tend to be heavier and vice versa. In some cases, positive correlation exists because one variable influences the other. So positive correlation, if the weight of an individual increases in the proportion to increase in his height, the relation between this increase of height and weight is called as a positive correlation. It ranges from 0 to plus 1. If it is 0, then there is no correlation at all. When it is plus 1, then there is a perfect positive correlation. I repeat again, if the weight of an individual increases in proportion to increase in his height, so the relation between this increase of height and weight is called as a positive correlation. It ranges from 0 to plus 1. If it is 0, then there is no relation at all. When it is plus 1, then there is a perfect positive correlation. But when the between 0 to plus 1, in that, so that time we can say that this is a positive correlation. So we see here this some few examples. So first example is the more time you spend running on a treadmill, the more calories you will be burned. This is the first example. The more time you spend running on a treadmill, the more calories you will burn. Now the second example is the longer your hair grows, the more shampoo you will need. That is the Second example. Now third example here, the more hours you spend in direct sunlight, the more severe you were sunburned. Then as the temperature goes up, ice cream sale also go up. Now next example again we see here, the longer someone invests, the more compound interest he will earn. Now another example we see here, as a child grows, so does his clothing size also grow. Has her salary increased, so did her spending also increase. These are the some examples. We can also see here another example. When the more rain eat, the more sales for umbrellas go up. When employees make a high salary, and so the efficiency also increases. The more time you spend on a project, the more efforts you will have put in. The more money you make, the more taxes you will owe. The nicer you are to employees, the more they will respect you. The more education you receive, the smarter you will be. The more overtime you work, the more money you will earn. This type of examples are the positive correlation. The second type of correlation, that is the negative correlation. It is just the opposite of positive correlation. If the weight of an individual does not increase in proportion to increase in his height, or if the weight of an individual decreases with an increase in height, then it is said to be negative correlation. Also range from 0 to -1. -1 is a perfect negative correlation. In simple words, a negative correlation means that there is an inverse relationship between two variables. When one variable decreases, the other increases. The vice versa is a negative correlation too, in which one variable increases and the other decreases. So we see here the few some examples. First example, a student who has many absence in tuitions or class has a decrease in grade. If a train increase speed, the length of time to get to the final point decreases. Another example, as one exercises more, his body weight becomes less. The more one works, the less free time one has. The further one runs, the slower one's pace may be. As the temperature increases, fewer hot chocolates, products, ice creams are sold. As the temperature decreases, more heaters are purchased. Another example we can also see like the more one eats, the less hunger one will have. As snowfall total increase, the amount of people driving decreases. As snowfall total increase, the amount of people driving decreases. The more one clean the house, the less likely there are to be pest problems. The more one works out at the gym, the less body fat one may have. The more one smokes cigarettes, the fewer years she will have to live. The more vitamins one takes, the less likely one is to have a deficiency. These are the examples are negative correlation. Now the another types of correlation, that is the zero correlation. Zero correlation is a correlation showing no relationship, or a correlation having a correlation coefficient of 0. In other words, a zero correlation exists when there is a no relationship between two variables. For example, there is a no relationship between the amount of tea drunk and level of intelligence. That is a good example for that. Zero correlation means there is a no relationship between the amount of tea drunk and the level of intelligence. Or price of milk and price of pens have zero correlation with each other. If price of pens increase, nothing can be inferred about the price of milk and vice versa, because their prices are just not dependent on each other. We also see another example. The nicer you treat your employees, the higher their pay will be. The smarter you are, the later you will arrive at work. The wealthier you are, the happier you will be. The earlier you arrive at work, you need for more supplies increase. The more funds you invest in your business, the more employees will leave work early. There are the no relationship between two variables or two things. That is the zero correlation. It's been showing no relationship or a correlation having a correlation coefficient of zero. That is the zero correlation. After studying the types of correlation, now we see here the importance of correlation. Correlation is very important in the field of psychology and education as a measure of relationship between test scores and other measure of performance. With the help of correlation, it is possible to have a correct idea of the working capacity of a person. With the help of it, it is also possible to have a knowledge of the various qualities of an individual person. After finding the correlation between the two qualities or different qualities of an individual, it is also possible to provide the vocational guidance. In order to provide educational guidance to a student in selection of his subject of study, correlation is also helpful and necessary. Now we will see what is coefficient of correlation. Correlation coefficients are used to measure how strong a relationship is between two variables. The correlation coefficient is a statistical measure, it's a numerical value of the strength of the relationship between the relative moments of two variables. The value range between -1 and 1. A correlation of -1 shows a perfect negative correlation, while a correlation of 1 shows a perfect positive correlation. The correlation coefficient denoted by small r. Use of the coefficient of correlation. The use of coefficient of correlation is very wide. In almost all social sciences, this is now being increasingly used. It is useful whenever each number of group of individuals has been measured on two or more traits. It expresses at one figure the average degree of resemblance, etc., between the two traits. Dear student, now we study here the concept scatter diagram. A scatter diagram is a diagram that shows the value of two variables x and y along with the way in which these two variables relate to each other. The value of variable x are given along the horizontal axis with the value of the variable y given on the vertical axis. Later, when the regression model is used, one of the variable is defined as an independent variable and the other is defined as the dependent variable. So in regression, the independent variable x is considered to have some effect or influence on the dependent variable y. Correlation methods are symmetric with respect to the two variables with no indication of causation or direction of influence being part of the statistical consideration. A scatter diagram is given in the following example. The sum example is later used to determine the correlation coefficient. So here are few diagrams: strong positive correlation, weak positive correlation, strong negative correlation, moderate negative correlation, weak negative correlation, no correlation. These are the scatter plot explain the correlation between the two attributes or two variables. It represents how closely the two variables are connected. There are can be three such situations to see the relation between the two variables mostly. First one is positive correlation. When the value of one variable increases with respect to another. Negative correlation when the value of one variable decreases with respect to another. And when we can say that no correlation, where there is no linear dependence or no relation between the two variables, it called as a no correlation. Three such type of conditions are we see the relationship between two variables or two attributes. This is the scatter diagram concept. Now we see here how to calculate correlation coefficient. So first one we studied here the Karl-Pearson correlation coefficient formula. So the most common formula is the Karl-Pearson correlation coefficient used for linear dependency between the data set. The value of the coefficient lie between -1 to +1. When the coefficient comes down to 0, then the data is considered as not related. While if we get the value of +1, then the data are positively correlated and -1 has a negative correlation. That is the concept Karl-Pearson correlation coefficient formula. And the formula is R is equal to n in bracket summation xy bracket complete minus summation x into summation y upon in positive square root in bracket n summation x square minus summation x bracket complete square and in bracket n summation y square minus in bracket summation y bracket complete square, where n is equal to number of observation, summation x is equal to total of the first variable value, that is x, summation y total of the second variable value, that is y. This thing we given in the problem, the value of x, value of y given in the problem. Then summation xy is equal to sum of the product of first and second value, that is xy. Summation x square is equal to sum of the square of the first value, that is x square, and summation y square is equal to sum of the square of the second value, that is y square. So this is the formula Karl-Pearson correlation coefficient when the time you calculate. When we solve the practical problem, that time you must better understand this formula. So we will see later. After studying the Karl-Pearson correlation coefficient formula, now we will study here the Spearman rank correlation. Spearman rank correlation is a non-parametric test that is used to measure the degree of association between two variables. This formula very simple. Here the capital R is equal to 1 minus 6 summation d square upon n in bracket n square minus 1 bracket complete, where d we calculate here. So d is equal to rank 1 minus rank 2, that is the we given the d value. So d difference in the rank, d means differences in the ranks, and ranks we have given in the problem. Or we can use the another formula, R is equal to in square bracket 1 minus summation c 6 into summation d square upon n cube minus n. You can use any one of them, you get some answer, but I prefer the first formula you all. R is equal to 1 minus 6 into summation d square upon n in bracket n square minus 1 bracket complete, where very simply d means differences in the rank, and then we take the square for the d value, and then take summation d square and put the value in the formula. You can get simply the Spearman rank correlation coefficient. So in this video we see the concept correlation, types of correlation, and scatter diagram, and how to calculate the correlation of coefficient, Karl-Pearson method, that is also called as the product method, and the Spearman rank correlation coefficient. So after conclude this video session, we see here the summary, and after summary we see some MCQs for important your examination point of view. So correlation refers to the statistical relationship between two entities, two variables, two attributes. In other words, it's how two variables move in the relation to one another. So correlation can be used for various data sets as well. In some cases, you might have predicted how things will correlate, while in the other, the relationship will be a surprise to you. It's important to understand that correlation does not mean the relationship is causal. So to understand how correlation works, it is important to understand the following terms. So first one is here the positive correlation. So a positive correlation would be 1. This means the two variables move either up or down in the same direction together. That is positive correlation. Negative correlation, the negative correlation is -1. This means the two variables move in the opposite direction. And the zero correlation or no correlation, a correlation of 0 means there is a no relationship between the two variables. In other words, as one variable moves one way, the other move in the another unrelated direction. This is the overall concept of the correlation. And here, the scatter diagram figure, you also see that here the when the narrow band with the point, that's a strong positive correlation. When weak positive correlation, strong negative correlation, weak negative correlation, moderate negative correlation, no correlation. But there are only three main types of correlation we exist here. That is the positive correlation, negative correlation, and zero or no correlation. These are the main three situations in this correlation coefficient chapter. So this is the summary of chapter. And after study the concept, definition, importance, types of the correlation and correlation of coefficient, we see here some MCQs for practice purpose. So first here, the first question is correlation analysis is a dash dash. So univariate analysis, bivariate analysis, multivariate analysis, or both B and C, means bivariate analysis or multivariate analysis. So earlier in the first semester, we see univariate analysis, that is the mean, median, mode, range, quartile. This is the univariate analysis. We given a single number of series, that also we calculate the some value, center value. This called as a univariate analysis. But the correlation analysis is bivariate analysis as well as a multivariate analysis. In our syllabus, we have only two variables, means bivariate analysis, but correlation analysis also multivariate analysis. So the answer is both B and C. So correlation analysis is a bivariate analysis as well as also and multivariate analysis also. So answer is D, both B and C. Correlation analysis is a bivariate analysis as well as multivariate analysis. Correlation is a not univariate analysis. So now second question, if changes in one variable results, if change in one variable results a corresponding change in the other variable, then the variable are dash dash. So option is correlated, not correlated, any of the above, none of the above. So answer is A, correlated. When the one variable results corresponding to the other variable, then the variable must be correlated each other. So answer is correlated. When two variables are related to each other, corresponding change by same direction, opposite direction, whatever may be, but they are correlated. Now the third question here, when the values of two variables move in the same direction, correlation is said to be. When the values of two variables move in the same direction, so correlation said to be, we see here, same direction. When one variable increase, the another one is also increase. When one variable is decrease, another variable is also decrease. That time we can say that these are the positive correlation between each other. So answer is positive. Now when the values of two variables move in the opposite direction, correlation is said to be dash dash dash. Very simple. Opposite positive correlation, that is a negative correlation. So answer is negative. When two values of two variable move to the opposite direction, when one variable is increase, another one is a decrease. When one variable is decrease, another one is increase. That time you can say that that is the opposite direction. That's why this correlation is said to be negative correlation. Now next, dash dash attempts to determine the degree of relationship between variables. Dash dash. So regression analysis, not. Correlation analysis, yes, of course. Inferential analysis, none of these. So our answer is correlation analysis. Correlation analysis attempts to determine the degree of relationship. Degree of or direction of. Both words are you should be see there. Degree of or direction of relationship between variables. When same direction, opposite direction, degree of relationship, we can also calculate in the coefficient of correlation. So that degree also important here. So correlation analysis attempt to determine the degree of relationship between two variables, and that is the answer is B, correlation analysis. Now the scatter diagram is also called dash dash. Dot chart, correlation graph, both A and B, none of these. So you simply know that scatter diagram is a dot with dotted with spot their points, means dot. We plot their points and these points are called as a dot. So that is a dot chart. So scatter diagram is also called as a dot chart because we some points there plot and those plotted points called as a dot. So that is scatter diagram is called as a dot chart. Now the next, if all the points in scatter diagram, if all the points of a scatter diagram lie on a straight line falling from the left upper corner to the right bottom corner, the correlation is called as a which correlation? What type of correlation we call as? That is a perfect negative correlation. When the left upper corner, left is a y is a vertical axis, and that the left corner toward the x-axis, that is the right bottom corner, that is a perfect negative correlation. That is a perfect negative correlation. Now the next one is, if all the dots of a scatter diagram lie on a straight line falling from left bottom corner to the right upper corner, the correlation is called as, here the perfect positive correlation. That is the perfect positive correlation. You see here, if all the dots of scatter diagram lie on this straight line falling from left bottom corner, that is the origin point, to the right upper corner, that is the x-axis, the correlation is called as a perfect positive correlation. Now the next one is, numerical measure of correlation is called as coefficient of correlation, coefficient of determination, coefficient of non-determination, coefficient of regression. So here, when the numerical measure of correlation is called as a coefficient of correlation. So answer is A, coefficient of correlation. So the next question is, coefficient of correlation explains what the explain coefficient of correlation. What things are explained coefficient of correlation? Concentration, relation, dispersion, asymmetry. So we know coefficient of correlation explains the relationship between two variables. So answer is B here, the relation. Then next question, coefficient of correlation lies between. We see in the introductory part, coefficient of correlation lies between 0 and plus 1, 0 and minus 1, minus 1 and plus 1, or D, minus 3 and plus 3. So here we ask the general question, coefficient of correlation lies between. So answer is minus 1 and plus 1. Answer is option C, minus 1 and plus 1. Because 0 also include that. Minus 1, 0, plus 1. If positive correlation, that time 0 and plus 1. Negative correlation 0 and -1. That is the negative correlation. But we can ask here coefficient of correlation lies between. So -1 to +1. That is the coefficient of correlation lies between these two values, -1 to +1. So Karl-Pearson correlation coefficient, if denoted by the symbol, that is capital K, small r, capital R, none of these. So we know Karl-Pearson correlation coefficient is denoted by the symbol of small r. You must remember this thing because examiner asked the question you in the question paper. So Karl-Pearson correlation coefficient is denoted by the symbol of small r. Next, if r is equal to +1, if r is equal to +1, the correlation is said to be high degree of positive correlation, high degree of negative correlation, perfect positive correlation, perfect negative correlation. We have given the positive symbol there. So these are the not negative, not high degree of negative, not perfect negative. But we think about here the two options A and C, high degree of positive correlation or perfect positive correlation. But when given the actual value given, you have +1, that is the perfect positive correlation. So answer is perfect positive correlation. If R value is absolutely 1, that is a perfect positive correlation. Yes, less than 1 but greater than 0.8, means 0.8 to less than 1, called as a high degree of correlation. We see after solve the practical problem, that time interpretation which coefficient of correlation, say what is that, high degree, low degree, moderate degree. We see when that time we solve the practical problem, that time I can explain these things. But when r is equal to absolute 1, that time called as a perfect positive correlation. Now if the dots in a scatter diagram fall on a narrow band, it indicates a that degree of correlation. If the dots in a scatter diagram fall on a narrow band, it indicates a dash degree of correlation. Means the dot points are closely together. That's called as a high degree of correlation. Not zero, not low, none of this. That is a high degree of correlation. So your answer is high degree. When narrow band, that time is high degree. When band is expand, that time called as a low degree of correlation. So when the narrow band, that called as the high degree of correlation. Next, if all the points of a dot chart lie on a straight line vertical to x-axis, then coefficient of correlation is 0. You must remember at this point. When all points of a dot lie on the straight line vertical to the x-axis, means origin point, then coefficient of correlation is a 0. Now, if all the points of dot chart lies on the straight line parallel to the x-axis, it denotes of the correlation, that is a absence of correlation. There were no correlation between among them. So that is the absence of correlation. When the point dot chart on the straight line parallel to the x-axis, it denotes absence of correlation. Now, the unit of coefficient of correlation is in percentage, in ratio, some unit of the data. No, nor percentage, neither percentage nor ratios, and some unit of data is also not answer. So answer is no unit. Answer is no unit. Only the given the number. So product movement correlation. Product movement correlation method is also called as a rank correlation, Spearman correlation, concurrent deviation. None of these. That is the Pearson correlation. Pearson correlation. Product movement correlation also called as a Karl-Pearson correlation of coefficient. So you must remember product movement also called as a Pearson correlation. So you must remember this point. Then the negative sign of correlation. The negative sign of correlation coefficient between x and y indicate x decreasing, y increasing, x increasing, y decreasing. Both possibilities are happen there. So answer is any of the above. C. Any of the above. A and B. Any of the above. When x decreasing, y increasing, it means negative. X increasing, y decreasing, it means negative. If x decreasing, y decreasing, that time positive sign of correlation coefficient between x and y indicate. When x increasing, y also increasing, that time also positive sign of correlation between x and y indicate. But here one variable is decreasing, another one is increasing. Another one is increases, another one is decreases. That means negative sign of correlation coefficient between x and y indicate any of the above. Now the next coefficient of correlation explains dash of the relationship between two variables. That is the degree of relationship also there, direction of relationship between two variables also there. So answer is C, both of the above. There are degree of relations also there and direction of the relationship between two variables also there. So answer is both of the above. And the rank correlation coefficient was discovered by who's the person who found the concept rank correlation coefficient, the formula discovered by whose? The person is Fisher, Spearman, Carl Pearson, or Bowley. The answer is Carl Pearson discovered the formula Kodak-Nomen method. And here the rank correlation coefficient formula discovered by the Spearman. So answer is here Spearman, and it is denoted by the capital R. So now we see here, for perfect correlation, the coefficient of correlation should be, for perfect, the word must you focus that perfect positive, not perfect positive. We can say that perfect correlation. For perfect correlation, the coefficient of correlation should be by perfect positive or perfect negative. Both conditions are happen there. Both situations are there. But we cannot here decide either positive or negative. Both conditions are happen here. So answer is plus positive one, negative one. So answer is plus perfect positive or perfect negative. So plus minus one. And the rank correlation coefficient is always, this question is also very important to understand. The rank correlation coefficient is always plus 1, minus 1, 0, between plus 1 and minus 1. So answer is D, between plus 1 and minus 1. Spearman rank correlation coefficient is usually denoted by, we know the small r denoted by the Carl Pearson, so capital R denoted by the Spearman rank correlation. So capital R is the answer. So students, I hope you all get this thing very well and understood. If you have any query, problem, you can ask in the comment box in the Google Classroom. I solve your queries, your problems. Also there my colleague Dr. Ganesh Patil sir, Mr. Chetan Shirore sir. So you write down these MCQs in your notebook and practice. In the next video, we solve some practical problems by direct method as well as shortcut method, or shortcut method also called as the deviation method. So thank you very much.